In the 1930s, when Hack Wilson was tearing up the National League, Watertown had its own Hack Wilson, a short, immensely strong man. He was a great football player, running back, tackle, even a quarterback. The most valuable player in 1933, played the entire game in a 6-6 tie over the great Belmont team of Thanksgiving 1933. A basketball player and a wrestler, undefeated as a senior. But it's as a baseball player that he became a man of legendary proportions. From the Grove Street Spa to the Victoria Spa, from East Watertown to the West, his power as a hitter has made for great Watertown stories. Every town has someone that hit it farther than anyone else. Whenever I came home to tell my father of some long ball that was hit in some game I played, Al's hit at Keith Field in Brockton, over the fence at Keith Field to beat Brockton in an extra inning game 7-6, my dad would tell me, well, that was a long ball, but he'd tell me of some shot Jocko hit playing for the high school or some town team at Victory Field, as any dad so often does. He would say, no one around here hit him like Jocko did. The legend whose name I grew up with, Hall of Famer, class of 1933, Jocko Ananian.
Well, let me at first explain. Everybody asks me, what's this picture with you and Ted Williams? Art Shannon over there. He remembers when I taught him the universal batting stance. And I says, Art, I was the batting instructor for Ted Williams. Nobody believes it. So when Ted was in a slump, he kept hitting the ball down to right field. So I go down to Fenway Park and behind the plate, I says, Ted, hit the ball, just hit it wherever it goes, just hit it. And he whacked it over the left field's fence and he nodded to me. See, I was his batting instructor. And Art Shannon says, how the hell did you get that close to Ted? He don't let nobody get that close to him. Anyway, let me get back to this business here. I was born in Coolidge Hill Road, June 20, 1916. I went to the Hosmer School, and that reminds me, the Hosmer School had a baseball team in the 6th grade, and Harold Striley was the principal. He'd march us, we'd be walking from East End all the way down to the Parker School somewhere, play some other grammar school, and everyone carried equipment, so I carried this big bat. This is the bat that's going to beat those guys. I says, sure in hell we killed them down there. That was in grammar school. Then in East Junior High, we had Cy Ellis, the coach. We went out for the team, and lo and behold, we started right out, and we whacked everybody. 8 straight games. Don't tell nobody. We beat the West Junior twice. East Junior beat the West twice. Yeah. All the Sacred Heart guys down here. We beat them twice. It's a matter of record. We didn't lose a game. Then we went to the high school, and they said, hey, the best years of your life are in the high school. Now, enjoy yourself. So we did, and they said, someday you'll meet your classmates all over the world. So I says, okay. So in 1945, World War II, I'm in Manila, shooting out all over the place. If I break down, don't worry about it. So we see the Japs are there, and then we fight all over the town. We control the town. I saw Rizal Stadium. It reminded me of Harvard Stadium and the Boston Garden. But we cleaned them out, and General Eisenhower says, hey, now we got to entertain the troops. Comrade, keep quiet. So then we said, okay, now he brought us back to Rizal Stadium, 12,000 people. And they said, all right, they got a big band there. Who's the band? Kay Kaiser and his musical knowledge, College of Musical Knowledge. You guys are too young to hear that. Kay Kaiser, and I'm yelling, Kay Kaiser, Kay Kaiser. Somebody in that auditorium, 10,000, says, that's a Watertown voice. That's a Watertown voice. He got out of his seat and he walked up. I says, Johnny Anestis from the Coolidge Corner. Later he came back and started, Johnny Anestis. And he was a wrestler, and we used to wrestle exhibitions. So that's true. You meet guys all over the world. Back to football. We had the greatest line. Every time I tell that to people, what was your record? Well, we were only 4-4. What the hell's that? But we used to rush in. The line rushed in, and you'd look like this. They'd throw the forward pass, and right in the backfield, they'd score touchdowns. They'd kill us 4-4. We only won 4 times. But they couldn't get through the line. So we had Ananian on the right, Budakian on the center, and Wallahodian, 3 Armenians. And there we were. So one day in a game, they break through the left side. I go over to Ben. I says, Ben, do something. They're breaking through. And he started to alibi. I took this right hand. I went at him like this. And those days, they had no masks, just helmets. I was going right into his kisser. I hit him in the chest, knocked him down, never said another word, got in the line, and from then on, he played good. See, we have to kick the hell out of him. So, and then